welcome back to the channel, guys. We're testing the 5090 on GTA 5 Enhanced. This game does support DLSS 4.5, I believe. I chose the preset M, which is favored to performance mode, high resolution, high frame rate. So we'll just check it for argument's sake. It's stuck on 5120 by 2160, which is the native resolution of my monitor. That is slightly more pixels than 4K. But if you do have a 4K, you can generalize the performance you'll be getting. It's fairly similar. I mean, there's not much pixels, different pixels. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, full screen mode doesn't work when I lower the resolution. All right, so again, 5120 to 160 native resolution. VSync is off because it's easier or better to enable VSync and G-Sync in the NVIDIA app and then disable it in the game. Apparently gives you better performance. From my experience, I think that's right as well. So reflex on with boost. Ray tracing is on. Everything is maxed out, as you can see. DLSS is on performance, like I told you on the app. Frame gen is on 4 times, and everything else is maxed out, as you can see. So yeah, I've tested it before. I was actually quite surprised by the performance. You can see your stats on the top. Yeah, so have a look at this, guys. We're getting 400 plus frames, and that's everything maxed out at 5120 by 2160. That is amazing. If this game supported Frame Gen 6, we'll be getting about nearly 600. Yeah, very impressed. A little note though, like I'm sure you guys are aware, but there aren't many monitors out there that support very high refresh rates at very high resolutions. You know, this monitor I got recently, the Ultra Gear GX9. Okay, yeah, it's a high resolution at nearly 5K, but 165 Hertz just doesn't cut it for me. There are new monitors coming out. I think the new G-Sync Pulsar is new technology out, which obviously makes everything a lot faster. So let's just say for simplicity, you have a 140 Hertz 4K G-Sync Pulsar monitor. Technically, you'll be getting around 400 Hertz, so it works that way. I'm still disappointed with the lineup so far of the monitors. I by now I would be expecting, well, 4K came out in 2016, so we're 10 years later. We should be having 8K 480 Hertz monitors with G-Sync Pulsar probably and all those bells and whistles. But it's not out yet, as far as I know, so we'll just have to wait and see. But the 5090 and NVIDIA app and all this DLSS malarkey it's very impressive. When DLSS 5 comes out later this year, I'm sure you'll be getting 8-time frame gen or something, even more performance with high resolution. The main attraction of DLSS 5 has to be neural rendering. That to me it's a new technology. Will blow everything out of the water. But we'll have to wait and see for that. Alright, so I'm going to continue gaming and then we'll see. Just keep an eye out on the performance. Alright, so here, more demanding scenes. We're getting 360 or 70 frames. And the G-Sync on this monitor is a lot better than the other monitors I've had. You know, I can't complain. It's a white OLED panel, so it's still, you know, still today it's very impressive.
I'm sorry about it.
Okay, so if you're wondering, if you have the same card and you're wondering, oh, why has he got slightly higher frames than me, or shouldn't really be the case, but it might have to do with the processor you're using. The 9950X3D has like a next gen level cache basically, which gives higher frames in games. You probably could get 30 frames extra than other people in this preset because of that. So yeah, everything, the RAM, the CPU, the GPU, everything collectively branches out to each other in a way. So yeah. Okay, so 400 frames here. Demanding scene, nearly 400, I should say. Let me come out. So, yeah. So everything. I mean, the enhanced version. I mean, you can see the ray tracing on the cars. The enhanced version is definitely the way to go if you like GTA 5. So. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to put it down to 4K, and we're going to see it's still on performance mode, I think. Yeah, still on performance, DLSS, deep learning super something. Alright, so we're going to apply it, but it's going to minimize the screen a bit, but anyway. Okay, so basically what happened was I switched to 4K, the recording cut off, and the refresh rate was capped at my max refresh rate. I think it has something to do with a scaling issue in the NVIDIA app. I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, let's just say for argument's sake it was 4K in that scene. You would be getting about 50 frames more. Give or take. So the only options I want to change right now in the settings would be the DLSS. So I would put the DLSS on, say, Ultra. Oh no, it doesn't have that. Okay, let's try balanced then. Balanced. Okay, so what are we getting on balanced? 380, so very acceptable frames. It's not the most demanding scene. 350, 354. Yeah, it's still very playable. Like I said in the previous video, I wish there were higher refresh rate, higher resolution monitors. Don't really understand why that is. Maybe companies are milking their way out with like medium tech. It's easier for them to produce. I don't know. But like I say, by now I would have expected an 8K with 480 Hz G-Sync pulsar or something like that. Yeah, the ray tracing, you can see it. It's a big step up from the previous unenhanced GTA 5, let's call it. Yeah, so G-Sync on this, very smooth. The best G-Sync I've tested so far. Okay, so more demanding scene, we're getting 330. Alright, now let's change that now. Let's change it to, let's say, performance, quality. Yeah, quality. Let's see what quality is like. Okay, so we're back again. There seems to be issues with the NVIDIA overlay cutting recording randomly, but anyway. Alright, so we were changing settings from preset from the DLSS tree, from performance. We've tried balanced. I think we're going to try quality next. So quality, yeah, not far off 300 frames. So yeah, you do notice the difference a little bit on let's just say DLA. DLA is I think out of all the presets is the most prominent difference is DLAA. Already it plummets to 200 frames ish, so yeah, DLA is obviously the best quality from deep learning supersampling, but if I were you, I would stick with preset M, and you get the best of both worlds. You get the resolution and the frames. So there's not too much difference looking at it closely. Yes, DLAA is sharper, but at what cost? So yeah, it looks really good. 324 frames is what are we doing here? Gen. This is a demanding scene, this one. All the vegetation and things. So 350, 360, 380, 390. Yeah, okay. So I'm happy with the results. I think from the previous video you can see was around 400 something, but everything is maxed out, and ray tracing is on. Yeah, maxed out. Frame Gen 4. As you know, 4.5 DLSS version supports 6 times frame gen. I'm not sure if this could be patched, but be good to see. So display, yeah, so 4K, if you can try and visualize 4K, which is, if we get the my mathematical brain, I'm definitely not using a calculator right now. Alright, so 3840 by 2160 is 8.294400, so 8,294,400 pixels, and I did that all by myself. And then 5120 by 2160 is 11,059,200. So yeah, it technically is like a 5K-ish. I have another monitor, which is the Samsung Odyssey G9, which is higher refresh rate and higher resolution. If you know the 57-inch, the only problem is that one is different technology. It's a mini LED. It's actually very bright, very, very bright. And this one's a white OLED. And the G-Sync on this is better on the OLED. But if you imagine 4K, you just say 50 frames more for argument's sake. So it's still very impressive. In some scenes, you'll be getting nearly 500 frames. at 4 times frame gen. So it is impressive. You know, these are quite demanding scenes. Yeah. So yeah, impressed. Like I said, I have an AMD CPU and an NVIDIA GPU, as you know, and hand in hand, you know, with that cache that AMD have, you get an extra 30 frames than the Intel one, I believe. So yeah, you didn't see many scenes, but you did see what you needed to see, I guess. And yeah, impressed. If you want me to do any other benchmarking, you know, let me know. I know that a lot of you are looking forward to including myself in the next GTA series. But we have to wait, I think, until next year for the PC version to come out. And I'm wondering if DLSS 5 will be supported on that game. You know, I'm already seeing AI videos of GTA 5. Some of it looks like AI slop, but in certain scenes it's very impressive. So yeah, around 400 frames, not far off 400 frames. In certain scenes, maybe more. Yeah, okay, this is my job, benchmarking games. Yeah, so I think that is everything from the settings. Is it? Graphics, let me see if we can. Okay, so we couldn't change the resolution, but you know what it is. Ray tracing on, everything, yeah, everything maxed out. What we can do, we can try with 3 times. Let's see what we're getting. Okay, so we're getting 330. Okay, so 70 less. Graphics. And we're trying 2 times. 2 times now. So less fake frames, I guess. 240, 250. And sorry, this is super quick, but that's the way it works. And then we're gonna try off. We're gonna try off, and then we're gonna try DLSS off. Okay, so this is just raw performance. No DLSS magic, nothing. Maxed out. Let's see what we get. This is what we should be getting a long time ago if we didn't have this software. Okay, so 100 frames. 100 frames. Okay, that is still playable. With G-Sync, that is still playable. You notice it feels like there's input lag, but you notice the difference. 100 frames. I mean, back when I was a child playing 30 frames, this is more than acceptable. Alright, so that's it. We've checked out the 5090 and we've checked out the DLSS presets. For me, FrameGen 4 with performance mode is the way to go, but that's subjective. Alright guys, if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. Drop a like in there, and please, for the love of God, tell me what you guys want to see, because I'm here for you guys. I'm here to make content for what you guys want to see, obviously involving the top-end hardware. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.